The majestic commode, a totally factual history. Hello. Today, we contemplate the toilet, an object so ubiquitous, so profoundly mundane, it begs for a completely fictional historical account. And that's precisely what we'll provide. This is UnFacts from KnotNowledge. Prepare for maximum unreality. Our story begins, as all truly great stories do, in the vacuum of space. The year was, well, let's say 90,000 BC. The original toilet, a sentient cosmic entity named the Great Porcelain Orb of Zorp, drifted aimlessly through the void. It had no plumbing, no flush, just an overwhelming sense of self-importance, and, occasionally, a faint dribbling sound that indicated the valve wasn't working properly. The orb, tired of its celestial wanderings, eventually crash-landed on Earth. Early humans, mistaking it for a giant, benevolent egg, attempted to hatch it. They were, predictably, disappointed. The egg escaped into the stratosphere where it lived in an atomized form for roughly 3,642 years and 700 days. This brings us, as expected, to the plight of one particularly disgruntled cloud formation. This cloud, known as Cumulus Nimbus 9, was deeply dissatisfied with the concepts of up and down. It yearned for a less designated direction of drainage. One Tuesday, during a particularly aggressive hailstorm, it simply willed a toilet into existence out of the atoms of Zorp, which were hovering nearby. A perfect sky-blue ceramic swirl, hovering just above a bewildered flock of geese. These geese, profoundly confused, yet instinctively drawn to its inexplicable aura, became custodians of the floating lavatory. They would squawk ancient prophecies at it, occasionally leaving offerings of particularly shiny pebbles. It was believed that if a goose successfully perched on its rim without falling, the next winter would be mild. This rarely happened. The descent of the toilet, a journey through absolute unreason. Eventually, the sky-blue swirl became bored with avian adoration. It yearned for solid ground, for the subtle tremor of human behinds. So it simply landed. Not gracefully, mind you. It chose a busy market square in a city that no longer exists, primarily because the scent of stale bread and despair was appealing to its re-emerging consciousness. Here, it was discovered by a guild of professional sigh purveyors. They immediately recognized its potential. The toilet, they reasoned, was a perfect receptacle for concentrated sighs. One would sit, sigh deeply, and the toilet would then, through a process still not understood, convert these sighs into a faint yet persistent gurgling sound. This gurgling was said to soothe restless spirits and occasionally ripen avocados prematurely. The Great Porcelain Schism. In the 17th century, a rogue faction of painters declared that the toilet was, in fact, a canvas for unbridled emotional discharge. They began painting their deepest anxieties directly onto the bowls in various shades of brown, leading to a brief but intense period of highly personalized, visually unsettling art. Society, frankly, wasn't ready. And so the toilet, a direct descendant of a cosmic demiurge, a cloud's whim, a goose's perch, and a sigh collector's dream, stands before us today. A monument and silent witness to the daily ritual of whatever it is we do. Its history is, undeniably, stranger than fiction, mostly because it is fiction. As we arrive at the present day, the toilet continues its quiet, understated reign. Its history, as you've just heard, is entirely accurate and not at all fabricated for your amusement. You're welcome. Like and subscribe if you just need more of this.